That's my favorite one right now.
She under a freaking league?
Freak
Freaking lot,
You
yeah.
ain't freaking Wayne speak.
Man, oh look, don't talk to me quick, but don't talk to me slick, Mike. Yeah, man. Yeah, I just say, well, hey, it's going down, huh?
It's all a blessing though, man. Just maybe just be just in the presence, of the people. What I'm saying? There's so much going on in life. I understand. So every day is a blessing, so we can't forget to acknowledge that, what I'm saying? Thank God about it for allowing us opportunities.
You know what? I'm gonna give you your cards on that because I've been watching you, and you have a lot of motivation. You know what I'm saying? That you be, you know what I'm saying? You speak about, you know what I'm saying? Your videos, man.
Right.
It's real, man. Hey, some people need to hear that, man.
No, definitely, definitely, because we're in a crisis. Man. People is downplaying it and not putting it on the table where it belongs, putting it in the forefront for whatever reason. But you know, we as a people already just being brown people, people of color, we already at state. But then I just feel like the state of America is that crisis right now. You know what I'm saying? There's so much going on in our communities and in society to where every time you turn around, you like, damn, that what? That you know what I'm saying? And that's the type of society that we in right now. You know what I'm saying? But like I tell you, it's never too late for correction or betterment, but it takes the people to do it. You know what I'm saying? We steady sit back expecting this politician or that politician. Why not you? Why not me? We the people. You know what I'm saying? How we looking for someone else for change that we're not willing to make a sacrifice ourselves to make?
Some people are scared. They're scared of sacrifice, standing up for, you know what I'm saying? If you believe in something, you gotta be down to die for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's
Or, and many say that all you have to be down to live for it.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
So slip on.
like I have so many guys like, man, I doubt I need you to live for me. I know how to go get myself effed off.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, me? But do you know how to live? Do you know how to survive and create opportunities to where others can continue to manifest and grow? Why everything have to be a negative?
Live the whole community,
You know
live
what I'm
your
saying?
family, live,
And for those of y'all that's afraid to get behind us, that's not. You know what I'm saying? That might not be your role. Your role might not be on the front line.
be a supporter.
Be a supporter. You know what I'm saying? That'll make a difference as long as they see the people striving in the same direction. You know what I'm saying? Everyone isn't created to be on that front line or show strength. You know what I'm saying? In that way. But what person don't understand, all the strengths don't have to be physical. You know what I'm saying? We're thinkers now. This is not way back where everything has to be a physical reaction or a physical put output. You know what I'm saying? No, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's okay to be afraid. I'm afraid that's why I won't change. You know what I'm saying? I'm not okay with what's going on in society. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them that's gonna go co-sign some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been that yes man. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. We have a lot of yes men that really, your yes don't even make a difference, but you're giving enough juice and enough okay to the wrong individual just with your yes. Not understanding your yes could push a person over the edge. You know what I'm saying? Like your no could save somebody's life.
Speaking some very powerful, you know what I'm saying, words, man.
Very powerful.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I thank God because of his grace and mercy, you know what I'm saying, that allows me to even be in this position. And I respect every man and woman. You know what I'm saying? I give respect coming and going.
Got to.
Yeah, and that's not attached to me. So I try to be a fair person. You know what I'm saying? Deal with me the way I deal with you. You know what I'm saying? It's never been, I'm not no greater than thou or bigger than you or look down. I wasn't raised like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a ghetto boy for real. So when you understand where you come from, you understand your people. You know what I'm saying? Then that is embedded in you and that builds character. You know what I'm saying? So in the process of my life and going through what I've been through, my character has been built and I'm steady building and steady growing and steady learning. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never been the greatest communicator, but I learned to become a great communicator. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to communicate differently.
A good order, you know what I'm saying?
Better, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be able to identify, you know what I'm saying? And if we have a one-track mind, it's hard to identify with people because you already have your sight set and you already view things the way you view it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's not a good communicator. You know what I'm saying? I have to understand this is my brown skin brother. This is my brown skin sister. I understand those are two different communications. Don't deal with it like this. You know what I'm saying? Be able to make the adjustment. You know what I'm saying? If I say 1 + 1 is 2, but how did you get that? You got to be able to explain that. Let's dissect. Let's break it down. You know what I'm saying? And everyone isn't a good communicator. I had to learn that. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I thank God nonetheless, man. I'm glad to be here.
You come from a good family that can communicate real well.
But you know what? Everyone in the family isn't great communicators. You know what I'm saying? Me? And I'm not gonna let you get away with that. You know what I'm saying? Me? You know what I'm saying? You know, and I don't want.
I'm speaking of the elder.
Yeah, right. I don't want one to feel like that again greater than thou. You know what I'm saying? Because we come from the same struggles, same background. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know I went to prison when I was 16, 17. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. They can't tell that from my character if you don't know my story. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so things like that. In life, you have choices. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole separation. Choices. You know what I'm saying? No matter if you find yourself in a position where you feel like you don't have a choice, you remove yourself from that position. I don't care if it's a relationship. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, we make sacrifices at jobs, but you understand you're going into someone's job to do something, and they require something. So it's rules in everything we do. It's in the job, in life, whatever in society, it's up to you to abide by. You got a choice. You know what I'm saying? So you can either respect it, you know what I'm saying, or be held accountable for it. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the main thing that God gives us choice between life and death is in the tongue. It speaks that.
So that tongue very powerful.
Man, it sure is. I want to touch on something real quick. You said a lot of people don't know you've been to prison. You know what I mean? Unless they know your journey. So it's saying that I know you. I know a little bit about your journey and your story. How do you stay so humble? And what made you just say, you know what, fuck this, I'm about to change my life? And you know what I mean? Like we all know your family. You know what I mean? You got some Houston legends.
Right.
Number one, it's an honor to be in the room with you. You know what I mean? You guys done a lot for the city. So what made you turn your life around and you know what I mean, do everything you've been doing business wise, entrepreneur, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, I'm gonna say like I was never one of a negative attitude ever. I say it came from a choice, decision making, and me taking responsibility for any of my actions. What led me to prison wasn't a direct action of mine, but just by being in the company. You know what I'm saying? There's many ways to get there if you want to get there. Directly, indirectly. You know what I'm saying? They have a thing they call non-conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? And that'll grab a person, well, they ain't have nothing to do with you over here. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many different ways to get there. But the thing I ain't gonna say what made me change my life around because I never was one that I felt like was on a different path just because I went down that path. But I always had a vision and an understanding of I want better for people. I want better for myself. I want better for others. You know what I'm saying? So it's more like that's why I chose to move where I moved. You know what I'm saying? That's why I chose to communicate and be that balance. You know what I'm saying? People reach out to me like, You know what I'm saying? And that's respect. And they respect my opinion of what I have to say. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not giving false narratives. I'm not giving negative information. I'm not giving something that'll throw you off the cliff because I wouldn't throw me off the cliff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to share nothing with you that I wouldn't feed off myself. You know what I'm saying? So that in itself allows me to remain humble. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that people need individuals like myself. You know what I'm saying? I need to be one that when a person reach out, I pick up that phone. You know what I'm saying? Because you might make that difference in whatever decision they supposed to make next. You know what I'm saying? And that voice is just as powerful on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So it comes to choice, but I feel like that I don't allow him to direct my mind and my heart to where, that brings the balance of me. It keeps me on. You know what I'm saying?
Did you have someone growing up on your young adulthood that you could reach out to and call? And if so, who was it? And you know what I mean? Like,
I had what one used to speak about, and that's a village. I really had that.
man,
You know what I'm
man,
saying?
amen to that.
I really had that. I really had that village. I was, of course, blessed with my mother and father, you know what I'm saying, which is still in the day, God. And grandmothers, uncles, aunts, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a big family, 10 on both sides. You know what I'm saying? I had 9 uncles and 1 aunt on one side, 7 aunts and 3 uncles on the other side. So it's like my mom and dad had 10 and 10. You know what I'm saying? So we have a real big family, you know what I'm saying? The generational family. My great grandmother, she lived to be 114. My grandmother today, she's 103, 104, God say the same. You know what I'm saying? So when I say a village, I'm talking about from the house to the school to the church, throughout the neighborhood. Everybody knew who we were. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all hear Jay say something like, "Don't let bad news beat your home. Don't let no news beat your
Yeah.
home." Because everybody in the community know who you is. And by the time you make it there, they
Time you
gonna
hit
know,
the
hey,
block.
you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it took a village of structure, you know what I'm saying? That really took a place in a direct hand in my life. Wasn't just one individual. You know what I'm saying? Uh, even on the educational realm, my mother, she was our educator. You know what I'm saying? She made sure I'm not sending no dummies out here because you're a representation of us. You know what I'm saying? She bestowed it, and I don't feel like enough that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? So, we had it before we left out the front door. We just went to add to it on the system. You know what I'm saying? But she made sure we knew arithmetic, you know what I'm saying? Writing and spelling. She knew that her is gonna know coming out this front door. Yeah.
It was different. It was different times back growing up because when I was growing up. See, I'm 49, so when I grew up in an era where if you was cussing, your neighbor will whoop you, and then when you get home, your mama gonna whoop you. You know what I'm saying? So
Man, for real.
we don't have that these days. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's made us a different kind of breed of people. Who we are today. We have the morals and values instilled in us, and now these kids, both wild, they don't have that. They don't have the guidance that we had, or the village, or the neighbor, or you know what I'm saying. Say, take your ass to school, or the guy on the corner today, across the street. You know what I'm saying? The water boat. We don't have that no more.
Like a child that is not embraced by the village will burn it down. You know what I mean? So without that village, without that connection, they don't kids say they don't feel that connection to anything. That's why they're so mischievous. That's why they're into so much right now because they don't have that centering, they don't have that stability or that foundation to know that I am a part of something. So I spend most of my days trying to make sure that kids know that they are a part of something. I work in the SWAT, so I get to see a lot of that. In the school where I am, it's like a small city inside a smaller city. You know what I mean? And those babies, they don't feel that connection. They don't feel those traditional values. They don't feel that structure that comes from being a part of it. And so they don't have any attachment to the village, so they don't burn it down. We gotta build those things.
Work this. We was beginning to some. I want to interrupt you.
No, I wasn't getting this one.
You had that first. So the boxing. I see you be in the gym as well. Train or you boxing?
Yeah, I've done some all of it, you know what I'm saying? But the main thing with Prince Boxing, we have several many professional fighters. We just left a great in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 2 hour heavyweights and lightweights. Everybody won. It was a great night. Um, but now I think on the radar of I think our next great fight is gonna be Shakur Stevenson. Yeah.
Great fight. Legend. I think he's gonna be a legend in the making. Got a good. I see he got a bright future.
Yeah. Nice kid. Nice kid.
Very respectful. I met him a few times. Very respectful.
Man, what advice would you give to any entrepreneur, any up and coming entrepreneur from the next generation coming up? What advice would you give them?
Whatever your ideas is, pursue them. Pursue them. Don't let no one deter you. Don't let no one discourage you because that's yours. You know what I'm saying? From the idea, the thought to the execution, because it's on you to execute. You know what I'm saying? It's just like being great at anything, but not putting forth the execution of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody in the world full of potentials. You know what I'm saying? But are you gonna move on it? Until you move on it, there's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So don't let whatever that idea is that you guys have, whatever dream you have, whatever goal you want to achieve, go for it. Go for it, and don't feel like because you fall short that you can't go at it again. Don't give up. Just stay grounded, stay humble. You know what I'm saying, B? And go for it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know how it's gonna turn out. Don't no one know your results but your higher power. You know what I'm saying? So don't give no one else that power.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no bad idea. The only bad idea is not executing. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that one. Definitely. And this is just right here for all the entrepreneurs out there trying to pursue their dreams and goals. Man, this is a testimony for you guys right here, man. I'm in a room. I'm in a room with a legend right now. You know what I mean? With a legend. You know what I mean? And if I can make it to this point, and you know what I mean, you guys too, man, keep grinding, for real. Keep grinding.
Right, man. 'Cause me myself, I've been in prison 3 times. I've been shot 13 times. I died twice. I'm here for a reason. I never thought I would tell Reese when he was here. I never see myself doing this. I was too busy hustling, gang banging in the streets. You know, I fought murder charge back in 2013. When I say this again, I'm not gonna say it just always shit like made me look tough. I say that because what I went through. I was in the county with a guy facing 25 years was going to cut his wrist and trying to cut his neck just because he was facing 25. And I was facing 2 life sentences, that's 2 murder. And I beat it, man. And to be here with a blessing, being right here with y'all is a blessing. I never thought I would be doing this. So God has a calling for everybody, and I guess this is one of my callings.
Man, you killing it, brother. You killing it for real, and I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah,
for real. You
love,
definitely
man.
killing it, man.
And I'm one of them guys, man. I'm willing to help anybody, man. If you're serious about your music, you got a studio to go to, record, you need radio time, I'm here, man. People hit me up, man, all the time, and I help them, man. I receive my blessings. I don't do that just because I say, oh, I'm gonna get a blessing. I just do it because it's the right thing to do. If I was in that position, I want somebody to do that for me. So that's part of my ways and my values that I grew up like, help people. If you're in a position, help them. You can help them. It don't always have to be money. It could be like put them on just it could change their life.
Yeah, facts.
So where you see yourself in 5 years, Mike?
That's pretty good. Um, that's a good question. I don't even look that far down the road. You know, um, hope you still being a father, kids, man. Just continue to be a blessing in their life, man. Give them more guidance, stability. You know what I'm saying? I like to say we don't be responsible for our actions. You know what I'm saying? So that's an action that I have to keep my feet down, and stay humble, and continue to trust God in. And that's just raising my family, man. And just being a vessel. You know what I'm saying? Whichever other direction you put me in or need me in, and I'm gonna be obedient. You know what I'm saying? Because I know who can keep me. Yeah, that's right. Right, right.
When everybody loved me, man, what I'm saying, for dead, he was always there, man. No matter how, and then I'm not a religious person. I don't go to church and do all that, but I have my personal relationship with him. I talk to him every day. Believe me, I talk to him. Sometimes I break down and to him because sometimes it gets hard, man, and I just look for the strength. You know what I'm saying, and the guidance, and I just pray, man. And he always shows me signs. He leads me in the right direction, man, and I trust the process.
I love it, man. What was I gonna ask you? Let's get on. What do you working on? That's what I was gonna ask you. What are you working on next? What do you got coming out? You know what I mean? Artist wise.
Oh, that's why I spoke on female artist Latina Camon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little 19 on R&B sensation. Uh, she's the next project that we're about to drop in September.
Okay.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful voice.
you tell people where to find them? Like, I
Or
gotta
you can
look
go,
into
you can go follow on G. It's Latina Ramon. It's underscore Latina Ramon. And I didn't tag mine. You can go follow me also at Mike Prince underscore I do this. Um, as far as fighters, if you know any fighters out there, that's yeah, I'm looking for that. I'm always looking for that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's like I say, man, I'm just thankful to be here, man. You know, thankful to be here. Yeah, it's been a journey. Yeah.
and what about are not just fighters? Are you looking for other artists as well? You know what I'm saying? To
I'm open
open.
for some dope talent, man. There's a lot of work. Personal understand how much work it is involved with creating, developing, breaking artists. You know, just putting them in positions. Like,
management.
you know, it's difficult because you're dealing with so many different personalities, and everybody feel like they the one. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you know, who are you to tell me not to do? You know what I'm saying? You know, that's in between them and the world. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you know, it's just it's a journey, man. It's a journey and it's a lot of work. So if somebody has some real motion going on, then you know, I have an ear, you know, I listen.
Um,
Yeah, I definitely listen.
I like that you said that, man. I have about 60 something interviews on my podcast. Interviewed about 40 artists, about 20, 30 of them from Houston. Man, there's talent out here. Big shout out to Mason Your Face out of Baytown, Texas. I just did an interview with him a few days ago. Boy is a beast, man. That boy is a beast. Um, that interview just hit 1,000 views in 2 days. You know what I mean? It's some noise out here, man. Some
Right.
noise out here.
Right.
For real, big shout out to my guy Rich Alexander, man. For this, man, it's some noise, and that's why I love doing what I do with my podcast. It's so much talent. I want to see people win, man, for real. And I was blessed to have this platform to help these artists, you know, make it to that next level. You know what I mean? And man, it's talent. It's got some good talent coming out here.
Oh yeah, no, I already definitely know we got this gumbo down south, and you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, man, you know. But you know, like I say, everybody just gotta stick to it, man. You know, it is what it is, you know. And even if one don't get discovered or reach the plateau, they do still put y'all into it. You know what I'm saying? You know what? And that would be satisfying to know that I did everything I could. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
know, even as an artist, you know. So that's the great thing about it.
So you've been in the game for a while. You've been around for a long time. Why do you think so many up and coming Houston artists have to leave Houston to go get love in another city, whether it's Austin, Dallas, Fort Worth? Just it's like they gotta have proof of concept in another city to come home for Houston to show love.
Look at your analytics, man. You gotta realize, like, even on that level, that's how you see who's playing your music and who's listening to, who's support. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to realize, like, I'm gonna give you an example. Something being different. When you speak of difference, like all of us, we're familiar with the Houston culture. You know, we're familiar with how we are down here. You know what I'm saying? Other people that becomes exciting to them. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, we used to get a lot of support from the Midwest. It wasn't even from Houston. You know what I'm saying? The Midwest supported rap a lot. Like you look at the analytics and numbers, like they was like one of our top
Chicago
supporters. You know what I'm saying? Me, you know, so that's just there's no real reason. Like people look at Atlanta. Atlanta is the number one supporter of Atlanta artists. They all do music together. But when you look at their analytics, Georgia isn't the one buying their music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People says that to become a distraction or use it as an excuse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But by me being in the industry and not just around the industry, I understand what's missing. You know what I'm saying? Me, our conglomerate togetherness for one. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go to another city and I went in the studio, I see 5 or 6 producers, 7 or 8 songwriters. You know what I'm saying? Me, engineer, you have people that are trying to create a great project, a record together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't care about this, they just trying to win. It ain't no me, I, me, I. They're trying to win together as a collective. You know what I'm saying? So your input is important. Your input is important. You think I might need to add some drums. He feel like maybe some more strings. Let's put that together then. You know what I'm saying? They do whatever it takes to get that artist out of there with a great record. You know what I'm saying? More than one head. We're not doing that enough now. You know what I'm saying? They're not coming together enough out here. And especially those that matters in positions not coming together enough. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, they wanna beef on this end, beef on that end, trip behind what? It ain't no money in none of it. Definitely no progression in none of it. Because you're not going up, he's not going down. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're stagnating your growth. So why not let's do it together? You know what I'm saying? And I said, you know, I'll be having this discussion. I said this not too long ago. And it's with artists that I know that been in the industry for a while that can really have a major influence on not only the industry but these different younger artists. You know what I'm saying? Why you don't work with them more? Why you don't work with them more? Why you don't interact with them more? Why you don't do music with them? What you think is gonna hurt? What you think is gonna take away from you? You see what I'm saying? I never understood that. You know what I'm saying? Why you see this young producer get on one of his tracks? Is that gonna hurt? That's gonna help someone. That's gonna change someone's life. So I didn't kind of like start feeling a certain way about that. You're not real. You're not even solid. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was in your position, I wouldn't mind doing that. You're not taking away from me. If anything, that's another accolade to you because you didn't establish someone else. You didn't put someone else in a position to grow. So that's a reflection of you. You know what I'm saying, me? You know, so just I'm not no disrespectful guy like that, but a lot of them need to go sit on themselves, man. You know what I'm saying, me? So they can really feel themselves. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because is it's confusing if you really get caught up into and that's why I tell person that's entertainment. You can't take a person's word for their word. It's not that type of business. It's not a I stand on my word business. So you have to know the business and understand the business. It's not a loyal business. You know what I'm saying? You have loyal individuals in the business, but the business is not a loyal business. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that fly over the head. You know what I'm saying? But y'all dissect that. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk, man. Let it go over your head, man.
Real. Yeah, that's real. And in saying that, it leads into my next question. For all these up and coming artists and independent artists, what advice would you give to them, or what would you say to them? To the ones that's having a hard time getting booked, or getting signed or getting features.
Well, like I said, a lot of things have something to do with the money. You can't take the money out of the picture. You know what I'm saying? We understand it's a money business. So a lot of things won't get done without the money unless one show you favor. You know what I'm saying? As far as getting booked, you have to have. I tell people like you have to have a product, a project that they desire. You know what I'm saying? You have to work and make sure it's something that the people want. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have product or project that the people want, then of course you're not getting booked. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get booked. You know what I'm saying? Um, you might catch yourself doing a showcase or something for free. You know what I'm saying? Whatever situation may be. But as far as that, you have to have that record. I tell people all the time, you're an artist, but you got to get that record. You know what I'm saying? How you know you have the people will let you know. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll become big supporters of that. And then you'll see the numbers. Not know always good, but then you don't see them over there liking it or buying it. That's just word of mouth. They say anything to make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? It'll tell in the numbers. But the numbers ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? You have people that manipulate the numbers, but even that's, you know, that's temporary. You know, so it's no real cheat sheet or blueprint or none of that. You just got to stay down to your craft, man, and stay focused and stay grounded and continue to grind it out. Because when you get it, you're gonna know you got it, and you just build on
Yeah. Like
Is there anything you want to tell the people that tune in? Like anything you want to tell the world?
it. Hey, man, whatever you're going through, man, just know that you know it can be better because there's always room for better. There's always room for better, but you have to give yourself a chance to receive it. You know what I'm saying? You never know when your blessings gonna come. You know what I'm saying, man? Most blessings come when you least expect it. You know what I'm saying, man? So just keep pressing and believing in your higher power, whoever that may be. You know what I'm saying, man? Just trusting, like, when you know someone have you, they got you. You know what I'm saying, man? That's how I live life. Like, we can dwell and be confused or upset over things that we have no control over. You're just stressing yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Stop stressing. Stop stressing. Count every day as a blessing and live it as such. You know, count every day as a blessing and live it as such. You know what I'm saying? Because that what you can't change, you can't change. But the things you can change.
I have a saying: if God wakes us up, man, we can do rest.
That is.
Waking up, you know what I'm saying, it's a hard job. People didn't make it. You know, so every day somebody, you know what I'm saying, inspired. So for us to wake up, hey man, it's up to us to make our day count.
And that was the job he delivered on.
yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't even our job. That's the job he delivered on. So if he done done his part, then you got all that day to do your part. I like that.
But make it count too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I got a question, man. This one's for the fans, man. All your fans, your supporters, your followers, man, throughout all these years. If you could say something to them, man, what would it be, man?
What would it be? Hmm.
Like that question, huh?
But not just that, not just the question, it's the thought that comes to that. It would be difficult for me to wrap it up in one phrase, syllable, or comment. You know what I'm saying? But as far as me personally, not knowing what someone else believe in, you know, just remain humble, man. Remain humble and trust your higher power through everything. You know what I'm saying? Me, not man, not woman. You know what I'm saying? Like you spoke about your personal relationship with your creator, whoever that is. Trust that. You know what I'm saying? Because men, women, situations, jobs, they gonna let us down. It's gonna be a shortcoming somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Me, but I'm a testament that your higher power. If we had the same one, I don't know who yours is, whoever it may be. You know what I'm saying? He's never let me down. You know what I'm saying? He never let me down, and he's always kept us and showed me grace and mercy. So that's the only thing that I can truly lean and depend on, and trust and believe.
I like that, man. And I asked that, man, because with you being who you are, a lot of the fans and just the people in general see what the media puts out there. You know what I mean? And people don't realize, man, you're human. You're a normal person just like us. You
Fact.
know what I mean? So that's the reason why I asked you that question, so people can see who you are even more as a person outside of the artist or the entrepreneur. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I appreciate it.
And I also watch a lot of your content, and like I said, it's very inspirational. And I know that you love your kids because I always see you taking them to school and stuff, man.
Right.
So being a father is a hard job, man. Best of people.
Fact. Fact. And even on that note, you know what I'm saying, not to take away, like, I was blessed to really have my kids with a wonderful woman. You know what I'm saying? I can't forget that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a team thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm blessed and thankful that they're blessed to have both of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's not one without another. I can't say that I'm a single father. You know what I'm saying? Me, no, you know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing, like I always want to position my kids and my family in that type of environment to know like, hey, you have both of us. You know what I'm saying? Even if our communication isn't always the greatest, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? Because adults should be able to handle adult things and not allow it to affect those kids. And that's when you able to know the difference and you to found balance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The grown folk business be grown folk business. You know what I'm saying? But this is our business. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue to take it out.
Preach.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I like that you said. I actually follow you on Facebook. And man, he is truly a family man. There's more, man. His wife, your kids, man, beautiful family, by the way, man. And so how do you balance that? You know what I mean? Prince, the entrepreneur, the artist, the
CEO.
the businessman, the CEO,
It's funny you say that.
and Prince, the family man.
It's funny you say that because I ask myself that. No, like really, but you know where it come from? It come from a supportive individual understanding and always supporting whatever it is that I had going on. Not bringing drama to the table, but being supportive of what's going on at the table. You know what I'm saying? So it hasn't been difficult as it may seem from my point. You know what I'm saying? And I always let you know, hey, I appreciate you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a job. You know what I'm saying? It's a job being that mother. You know what I'm saying? At home with them kids. You know what I'm saying? It's a job being that provider that has to be away from the kids. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of emotions. So you have to pray to your higher power to ask him for that balance and that guidance to keep that peace. I think that's where I'm looking for peace. You know what I'm saying? Because it can get disruptive with many people that don't have that system or that support in place. You know what I'm saying? But thank God I have all those tools and instruments.
That's awesome.
A lot of people that ask me, say, man, I see you at all these events, you're doing all this and that. How do you do it? I said, man, you know what? I have a backbone. So my wife supports me. She don't give me, you know what I'm saying? She understands this, she knows what I do. And sometimes she's a part of it, but having a backbone plays a lot, man. I've seen a friend of mine try to go out, do what I do, and his wife done. So having that backbone and support, man, goes a long way.
Yo, facts. It's all facts. It's one thing to have your friends and family support you, but when your lady 100% back you,
It's a different feeling.
Yeah, facts.
So, man, we're about to shut it down, man. We thank you for coming through, man. I know we spoke and you was no time new, so I was blessed, obviously, that you came for the time that you came.
Right,
and
right.
I salute you. It's always
Appreciate
love on
you,
my
man.
end, man.
Appreciate you.
Anybody want to shout out to you or tell them where to follow you, the people that tune in?
Y'all follow me at Mike Prince _ I do this on IG. It's funny, my man say you see him on Facebook. I really don't interact on that as much to be tied into my Instagram. Everybody, man, I see you be on
Also,
Facebook.
automatically
So
posted.
I have it linked on there.
Yeah.
But people like, man, you need to engage more on Facebook. I'm like, yeah, on Facebook pages like that. But I put the link on my Instagram because
Yeah.
it's convenient.
That's how mine is too.
Yeah,
And mine's backwards. Like I post more on Facebook and it goes to my Instagram.
And Facebook really is better. Yeah, it's better when you're on the platform.
Yeah, it definitely helped me a lot on my podcast.
But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all having me, man, and y'all stay blessed, man.
Too, man.
Yes,
Very
sir.
encouraging words, man. Wisdom and everything. That, so you drop some jewels on here, man.
Definitely.
Anybody want to shout out to or?
Man, you're not gonna be here all day. You watch my episodes, man. Yo, big shout outs to man, Low Rock Entertainment, Houston Rocco, PSK 13, Ozzy the DJ, Rich Alexander, my guy Mac the Go. Man, big shout out to everybody, man. Big shout out to Urban Mammoth, Urban Outfitters, man. So all my people, man, we doing it big, man. H-Town State of Mind, stand up. Man.
So what to follow you, man?
Follow me at Reckless Talk 718 on Instagram. You can follow me on my YouTube channel. I got a fly ass podcast, the Reckless Talk Podcast, all capital one word THA. And you can follow me on Facebook at J Reckless. And I do about 3 shows a week. I be live on YouTube Music, and Facebook, man. So you can catch me, man. Fuck with your boy. I'm trying to change Houston, man, one artist at a time.
Anybody you want to say anything to or shout out?
Yes. First to my babies in the SWAT. What's up, Elsa? How y'all doing? It's Miss Graham. Miss y'all. Also to all my I had some students that I talked to today, some folks, some ladies, some young ladies that I spoke to today. They having some hard times understanding the world that they living in and the things that they're going through, those male-female relationships and how they fit in and some mistakes that they've made and they don't feel like they can come back from. It's just in my heart to tell y'all, you can come back. It can change. It will change. You just have to be able to embrace the things, the tools, the grace, the love that is given to you, and then you start to love yourself, and it helps you to love other people much better than that. Shout out to my best friend Carmen, to my son Isaiah, and to all my folks that follow me at Lulu. Love you.
6-101 Jams, man. We are out, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We're gonna take. You gotta sign this ball, Mike, before you leave.
Man, that was amazing.
Like one of the inspirational.
Man, real shit, right though?
Right there,
For
man.
real, my guy, man, Dion Garcia, my
real,
guy, man, for real, brother.
All love,
I appreciate you, man.
All love,
It's a real one right here.
That's how we do it, man.
It's a real one.
Network, man.
Sir, for real.
More to come, man. Some got our things we can do, man.
Got my boy Mike Prince, man. Appreciate you, brother. Man, for real, man. Definitely, man. Definitely an honor, man, being in the presence of a bunch of Houston legends, man, for real. Man, if I can do it, y'all can do it, man. Keep grinding, doing y'all thing, man. Reckless Talk, we out of here. Appreciate all the love.